still jet lagged?
No, not anymore. Back on the good time zone now.
You've done a lot of that traveling. What was your recommendation to all the young guys how to handle all of that, get their sleep and the rest of that 3 games in a row? That's tough.
Yeah, I think Pat did a really good job, our trainer, physical trainer, as far as just getting us adjusted. We did a couple of things, like we tried to stay up till 4, then like 3, then 2, and then on the plane, we're supposed to stay up like half the flight and fall asleep the next half. So I mean, I didn't really have to say too much. They did a lot of research on how to beat jet lag, and it prepared us a little bit. We still kind of caught it on our way back, but for the most part, it worked for us.
What'd you find out about your team?
Just a little bit of the same thing. I mean, we're just going to play hard throughout the whole game, whether we're up or we're down. I figured we don't quit, and that's probably the biggest thing that I already knew, but that's still true.
Just for that tournament, for you personally, just in terms of the things you did scoring-wise, was that the best 3-game stretch that you had ever had, just in terms of scoring and knowing when to take over and being aggressive and getting to the line and all that stuff?
I guess you could say that. I mean, some might say it was last year during that stretch of the games or whatever that I put up, but I mean, it's not even about scoring. I feel like it's just about whatever we need at the time. I feel like at times we weren't really flowing offensively, so I had to be a little bit more aggressive. So I was just trying to do whatever is best for the team at the moment.
You know, it seems as if the one thing that's really changed in your game is that ability to get to the line. Have you worked on that, or have you focused on that, or is that just sort of something that's just happened?
I think it's a combination of the weather calling the games and then me just having the ball a little bit more in my hands. The more I bring it up, the more comfortable I get each game. I think just able to put a lot of pressure on the defense, and then it's hard to guard now with the new rules and everything, so just trying to take advantage of it.
Is there an art to it, though? Like maybe a move you have to try to draw it, or?
I don't really have any moves. Will says it's an art, but I don't see how people don't get fouled. I don't know how I do it, but I don't see why it's that hard to draw fouls. So I don't know, maybe it is art, but I don't have any certain thing I do to try and get fouled.
When you talk about all the foul stuff right now, and especially from the backcourt, is it all just kind of reach and touch, or are there some other things that they're emphasizing that maybe are tripping you guys up a little bit?
A lot of our fouls are on us. I think it's a part of just adjusting to the way we want to play defense. We're trying to deny a lot, and a lot of times when we're denying, we're too close to our man, which is making us grab them and things like that. So I think we've been working a lot in practice on staying away from our man and being up the lane to try and stop those fouls. And then when we have somebody stuck, not to reach in and maybe get that ticky-tack foul that we've been getting.
This is probably the longest stretch of home games in a row you've had in your career. Is this the right balance of schedule now to lead into the Pac-12 for such a young team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, playing at home always gives us that extra energy that we need playing in front of the dog pack and just local fans around here. So I think these next couple of home games will be great for us just because we don't have to travel. We get to settle down, really focusing on practice, not have to worry about packing, going somewhere else and playing someone else's home team or someone else's home crowd. So I think we can just settle down and just focus on ourselves while we're at home.
And you can get in the gym anytime, too, and work on stuff.
Yeah.
And what about just some of the other guys that are kind of learning the ropes, kind of with you guys like David and DeJounte and some of these other guys? How do you feel like they've adjusted, especially with all the different road trips and things that you guys have already had to do?
I think they adjusted great. I mean, so far, in 6 games that we're in, each game everyone has gotten progressively better, which is something that you expect from a young team. And I think the sky's the limit for all the young guys on our team, especially the way we practice as if it was a game. So I think with that type of mentality and practice, only to carry over to them be better for us when the game comes.